Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm Tony Scott, joined in studio with my cuz, Peter Rodney. You were my bro last week.
Now I'm your cuz.
Now you're my
Next
cuz.
week I'll be fam.
Yes, you will be. We got a lot of ground to cover.
There's so much ground to cover.
And a lot of levels to cover. So we'll start with the little guys and we'll move all the way up to high school. We'll make some picks, talk about some big games.
Do this.
Let's do it, okay? Squirt A's. District 2 is looking to be the strongest district out there. It's got the top 2 teams in the state, Stillwater and Matamidi. You harken back to your days,
dang
right?
Proud of District 2.
You're a District 2 guy.
Feels like 2001 all over again.
Mark your calendar, January 12th. Matamidi and Stillwater play. I will be there. I don't even know if I'm pretty sure. I'm like in the 99th percentile.
Somebody might need to go to the emergency room and go, sorry, honey, I got to go see Matamidi.
I'm going to be at that game. That'll be a good game. Pee Wee AA, you were up in Duluth. Give me a little commentary on the...
a lot of time in Duluth.
Yeah.
Watching the Pee Wee AA's. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, going to those rinks is a heck of a lot more fun than seeing the same arenas time after time after time. The Pee Wee AA's, Edina has grown by leaps and bounds since the big pumpkin. They've really started to gel as a team.
They were below 500.
Their top 2 forward lines are unbelievable. Edina takes the title with a 5-0 win over Osseo Maple Grove. Pee Wee AA's looking strong.
All right, Pee Wee B's. What do you got to report there?
Oh, man. We're going to go south of the metro.
Okay.
To Invergrove Heights.
Still kind of east, though.
We can battle geography later. IGH wins its home tournament, and they enter the top 10 this week.
That was nice. Always great to have an IGH picture on YHH.
Yeah.
Bantam AA, back to the spirit of Duluth.
Back to Duluth.
Who won?
Who won the whole thing?
Yeah.
Who?
Who won?
I think we just mentioned him. Edina.
Oh, Edina. Who won? Who picked Edina to sweep? I did. All right. Just want to make sure we got that out there.
Edina Bantam AA, they were down 3-1 going into the second or third period. They scored 5 goals.
You were there, correct?
I was there, but at that point, it
was kind of foggy.
Somebody's dad said, "So do you just get really tired of this at some point?" And I said, I love watching the kids play. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, by the third day.
Yeah, you get
my brain
kind of tired a little bit.
Is about dead. So
you get tired.
Edina gets past YZ. The Edina Bantam AA team looks really, really strong.
There's a red hot team in Bantam B's. Who is it? Just won another tournament.
Red hot. Not black hot, red hot.
Just red hot. They wear red jerseys, but they are Stillwater black.
Stillwater black winning the Spartan Shootout Classic, Spartan Shootout Cup, Spartan Cup in Wisconsin over the weekend.
It's like going into Wisconsin,
It's like going into...
You zip in, you zip out, you win a title, right?
Stillwater black moves up to number 2.
Minnetonka, still number 1.
2.
Still number 1 over on the west side, where the good hockey's played, right?
Boo.
All right, moving on to high school. We got a few things, little tidbits to sprinkle in about high school hockey.
You actually saw this game, so I'm going to let you take
Eden Prairie St. Thomas Academy. Saw that game last night. Good game. The Sophomore Express continues. The kids from Osseo Maple Grove and Eden Prairie. Your Batchelders, your Kukanens, your Janikes, your Holtz, your Middlestats. These kids are not skipping a beat at all. We saw many in the Elite League. Not surprised at all that they're doing so well at the high school level, and saw it again last night. Luke Middlestat got his first goal. I got one for you.
Hit me.
And it sounds a little bit Great Plainsy, like a Great Plains episode here, but Maddox Fleming has 10 goals in 2 games for Rochester Mayo.
6 goals, 4 assists, 10
That's
points.
amazing. He's on pace for, what do we figure,
125.
25 regular season points. We like the sounds of that. I bet Maddox would too.
I wouldn't say he scores 125, but Maddox is off to a good start.
Yeah, for sure. Here's one for you. I'm going to throw a little River Road love over to Minnehaha Academy. They start the season 3-1 with a big win over Eveleth to start the season in overtime. Here's a little sneaky team in Section 4A. So a little shout out to Minnehaha for their fast start. They beat Sibley last night.
Shout out to assistant coach Ed Aguirre.
Yes!
Who was my head coach in high school.
That's right.
Never thought you'd see me doing this, coach. I'm still alive.
Still there. All right. Now we get to switch gears a little bit, talk a little bit about our favorites. Here's a fun one.
This is my wheelhouse, right?
This is. What's your favorite gas station food?
Favorite or what I get all the time?
Either one. It could be what you get all the time.
Favorite is a breakfast burrito from Speedway. Nice and
so
warm.
Gross.
7:30 in the morning on
Just
my way to a
gross.
tournament. There's some fake egg and some fake cheese and a fake tortilla.
That's disgusting.
It's just this wonderful chemical reaction in my brain. But what I normally get is the chicken Caesar salad.
Because you're so health conscious.
From Speedway. I am so health conscious. I love salad. But not lately because the romaine has been recalled, so I can't get my chicken Caesar. So I'm forced to eat Quest bars.
Yeah, well, good for you. Mine, I haven't had this in like 15 years maybe, but was the Chuck Wagon. You know, the bun inside the bag, and then you put the bag in the microwave and heat it up for a minute
And
and
you
a half.
stand there, there's 4 people behind you.
Yeah, they're looking at their watch.
Some poor trucker who just got in from Arkansas.
Just disgusting. But
Wants to
when I
microwave
was
his dinner.
younger, that was delicious. And it still
think
sounds
it's
kind of
delicious.
good, but no.
We'll go get one later.
I'm not getting one of those.
I'll take you out for a Chuck Wagon.
All right, before we get into the big games of the week and our boom roasted and end game pucks, talk a little bit about our sponsor, Map South Hockey, a great training facility over in Mendota Heights. When I say great, it's not like, oh, it's just a big building. They have turf for dry land stuff. They have weights and all kinds of things for getting stronger. They also have some really cool stick handling stations. They have shooting stations, indoor, outdoor, and then great trainers and great staff. So a shout out to the people at Map South for their sponsor of today's show. A little tease, Map South also owns the Bantam Elite League. Next week we'll announce new additions to the league on top of the recent invites that came out a couple weeks ago. We're adding a few as a result of their kids' solid play. Those will be announced next week on 10 Minutes.
So gosh darned excited.
All right, big games next week.
I'm going to be at this one, I think.
Which one? Andover, Duluth East?
Yeah.
You'll be at this one.
I wanna
We'll
be
see.
at that one.
We're broadcasting the game
We might have
live
to fight
on
for that
YHH. One of us gets to leave the Lumberjack Cup and go to the number 2 versus number 3 game in the state. That's Andover, Duluth East. Tell me why. Tell me who's going to win and tell me why. I've seen Duluth East. They're going to be hard to beat.
I'm going to take Andover.
Andover's one of my picks. And why? What's so great about Andover?
Because if you look at how Duluth East operates, Mike Randolph likes to experiment for the first 15 games of the season. Mike Randolph does not mind.
And he doesn't want to really win this game.
No, Mike Randolph does not mind going 8-7 to start the year. He doesn't care, as long as his team advances through the section tournament. So I think that Mike Randolph might still be experimenting with line combinations and deep pairings. I like Andover at home, and I think that Andover's brought back more from last year, so their lines are kind of set. They know who their big scorers are going to be. They know who's starting in net. Randolph might throw in his backup goaltender just because he feels like it.
Why not?
So in a game this early in the year, I'll take Andover.
This game is basically playing for what color jersey is in Amsoil on championship game. Is this the white jersey or the black jersey for Duluth East? So I like that take. I will take Duluth East. I think no matter what, they're jacked up for this game. These kids are a little bit more talented. They have 2 lines that are just spectacular. I saw them last weekend in Wayzata. Actually in Plymouth when they beat Wayzata. And I give Wayzata a little stick tap too. I thought they were a pretty nice team. All right, we're hosting an event this weekend.
We are.
Over in Stillwater, the Lumberjack Cup. Should we even talk about the double A's? Is there anything really to talk about?
I think by law we have to.
We have to talk about it, but we could just dismiss basically the other 7 teams because we know that Chaska Chan's going to win, right?
That was too strong.
Really? You think so?
I think that was too strong.
Who's going to win then?
Chaska Chan.
See, there you go. We can dismiss the other 7 teams. There are 7 great teams playing this. We have, speaking of Duluth East will be in the building. You saw them last weekend.
I did. That's a scrappy bunch over there.
Really good team. They're top to bottom. That's a good squad. And then you have host and defending champion Stillwater. You have Osseo Maple Grove, who you saw play. They're in the event. This should be a pretty good tournament. Who gets to play Chaska Chan is really what matters most. And when that gets figured out on Sunday afternoon, it should be a nice championship game.
I think we're both throwing down the Goocher on Chaska.
Yeah, we are. We're going to lose Chaska Chan. But we really don't think you're going to lose. But all right, one more good game. District 6 showdown at Squirt A's.
No.
Oh, we forgot the A's. Oh, sorry. I was so excited about the Squirt A game. But all right, go. A's. There's a lot of good A's in this one.
We're both going to be homers a little bit.
We're going homer big time.
I'm going to take the program closest to my house, which is Sibley.
Yep.
Which is still like 20 minutes away, but it's close enough. I'm going to take Sibley to win the A.
11-2-1 they are?
11-2-1.
That's a good squad. I'm going to go back home, back to Lake of the Isles, where I grew up, and I'm going to take Minneapolis. They're one of the top 10 teams in the state. I think they're going to pull it off.
7-5.
7-5, but they've played a really tough schedule. Very, very tough schedule in District 3. Watch out for Osseo Maple Grove. Adam Ryder, the coach there. He can coach them up. They were a good team up in Moorhead at the Pumpkin. I think this team will be really good. All right, now can I get to the Squirt A game?
Yeah.
District 6, team that I like the most in District 6, the team that I think is going to win District 6 is Shakopee. Wow. And they play Edina Green on Sunday. That'll be a good game. I'm taking Shakopee.
I like that one. Is it at Shakopee? Mm-hmm. You get to take in that new arena.
Beautiful arena.
Clean glass.
Beautiful arena.
Clean glass should not be overlooked.
All right. We're down to the last two segments. Boom Roasted, you got anything?
Yeah.
You got one?
I just want to put out a little PSA.
PSA?
To the people who work in the penalty box. You do the Lord's work, but we got to pick a new playlist.
No more.
We can't do Thunder. I can't.
No
do
more Thunderstruck.
I can't.
No more.
No more Thunderstruck.
No more Thunderstruck.
No more Welcome to the Jungle.
Yep.
And no more Sweet Caroline. Those three.
I can handle Sweet Caroline.
I cannot handle Sweet Caroline.
The reason is I don't hear it all. I don't hear it all the time. I can handle it.
I hear it constantly.
I don't hear that one all the time.
So those three songs. Let's get rid of Welcome to the Jungle, Thunderstruck, and Sweet Caroline. I hear it too many times. Thunderstruck's a bad song, for one thing. Welcome to the Jungle is just weird, and Sweet Caroline is creepy. So.
What about the Ozzy Osbourne?
Crazy Train?
Yeah, you can handle that?
I love Ozzy Osbourne.
That's the one that gets at me. That's the one that just touches a nerve.
I love Ozzy Osbourne.
I love the song.
When you bite the head off
ago?
a bat, you can play Crazy Train many times as you want.
Let's keep it PG, huh, buddy? Come on.
It was a fake bat.
I know. All right, so there's your Boom Roasted.
That's my Boom Roasted.
Let's clean up and freshen up the playlists, right?
Freshen up the playlist.
Boom Roasted. You got your game puck?
I do have a game puck. Hand it over.
Go ahead.
I would like to give out a game puck to the Bantam AA coaches who got back to me on Saturday night. They didn't have to do it. When I was putting together the semifinal preview, I thought a coach's comment might be nice.
Yeah.
People are wondering what coaches are thinking going into the final day of a tournament. And the coaches were great. They all got back to me in a timely manner, which is not as common an occurrence as you might think. Nico Kapitanovich, Derek Kruger, Ryan Elbing, and John Bakke, they all were great. They gave me great info. Super nice guys, pretty measured. Nobody really had any complaints about the tournament. Everybody was super forthcoming with what they wanted out of their team. So game puck to that quartet.
John Bakke, that's a name. I mean, he's a referee. He's a great referee, and he coaches.
No. When I texted him, he was between periods of the UW Superior UW Stevens Point D3 game. He texted me back between periods and then called me on his way back from
that's awesome. That's Box. My game puck, this is going to be an odd one, goes out to the Jefferson varsity hockey team, boys varsity. They came to the Bantam AA game, championship game over at Bloomington and cheered on Jefferson, and were there literally on the glass, pounding on the glass, giving their squad a thumbs up when they won in overtime. So I love that kind of thing. When you see that, it doesn't matter. Just I know I live in West Bloomington, and that's my kid's school. But if I were in Evelyn, that would have been cool. If I would have been Albert Lee, that would have been a really cool moment to see those kids at the game and taking it all.
That's a hallmark of a strong program that is
on the rise.
Foundation.
It really is. They're definitely on the rise. So, huge shout out to Map South Hockey for our sponsorship. Shout out to you, Peter, for putting together a great show. We'll see you guys around the rink everywhere in the Twin Cities this week. Have a good day.